So as you can see, not near as glamorous of an office as I've had the past few days, but we had some rain roll in, so working indoors today. I wanted to shoot out a huge congratulations to Sharon. She just said yes to herself and grabbed her space and Awaken the Warrior Within, and that starts on May 3rd. And remember, spaces are limited for that. We keep it very close knit. I'm probably going to cap this one at 20 people this go around because I want it intimate. There's a lot of information that you're going to be learning. So, and for those that have been wondering about the licensed facilitator training, again, this is phase 1. End of the year, we move into phase 2, where you'll learn the scripting. I'm going to pour resources on top of you and everything else that goes along with that. And yes, you have multiple options that are out there. And while I do not poo-poo on anybody's breath method, if you're learning Soma, it's a great method. Wim Hof, great method. Dan Brule, great method. These are all one-trick ponies, though. Dan Brule, no science background whatsoever. Wim Hof, crazy dude, started jumping in cold water, figured out a lot of the connections between the scientific information. And Soma, a former pharmacist. When you come on board with Awaken the Warrior Within, you are going to come out of that training with an associate's level in neuroscience, epigenetics, and psychology. The guidebook itself, I can't even remember how many pages are in that because of the scientific information I've put in it. But you're going to understand the neurochemical, the biochemical, and the physiological connections and shifts that are happening inside of your body when you practice the Welcome Home method, which again is a huge breath modality. It's not based in dogma like most of the yogic breath that you're going to learn. Great stuff once again, but it's literally connecting the dots between the East and the West. Science meets soul. Connecting the dots and allowing you to recognize the patterns of breath, where you're breathing in from, out from, where you're holding, whether top or bottom. All of these things are wrapped into what I've created as the Welcome Home method. And not only are you going to learn the breath modality that is taking the world by storm, once you get done with phase 2 training, the Awaken facilitator training, you'll not only be licensed to teach the Welcome Home method in your own coaching, therapy, or whatever modality you're teaching, you'll also be licensed to teach Awaken the Warrior Within program itself, the 12-week course of how to rewire the CEO of your life, this nervous system that is literally the connection between conscious and unconscious, metaphysical and physical. If you can rewire the nervous system, then you might see a lot of the changes that we're seeing. And some of our greatest champions are those that are dealing with MS, neurodegenerative conditions, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, you name it. When you rewire your nervous system, it is amazing the shifts and changes that you can see. We had Heather in our session here with Dr. Tara Perry just this past couple of days. And she came in talking about moving to the Awaken the Warrior Within program and turning her MS fatigue off like a switch. Or Eugene, another one of our MS warriors, who started to not only regain sensation and feeling, but the biggest thing was he turned his symptoms off. Again, like a switch, moving through this, you're reprogramming the nervous system. You're giving the body space to do what it does best. It can heal all on its own if you just get out of its way. And the Welcome Home method can help you do that. So click the link in the post here, or you can go to thewillfulwarrior.com and grab your space. You have a little over 2 months, I think it is, before Awaken the Warrior Within. And that is, again, your entry level into becoming a licensed breathwork facilitator toward the end of this year in phase 2. I am beyond excited. You're also going to be able to teach in our network. We're growing by leaps and bounds. I keep these courses very tight-knit, very close and intimate. I can't teach all these people. So I'm going to need my facilitators who understand this information and this modality to teach inside of our network as well. So many opportunities. This is literally the ground level. If you've ever thought of, oh man, I wish I would have hopped in at Wim Hof when it was at a ground level. I wish I would have hopped in at Soma or Dr. Joe or Tony Robbins when it was ground level. Hello, now is your chance. We are literally just growing by leaps and bounds in over 53 different countries now, with tens of thousands of people practicing the breath. It's going to get to the point where I can't teach them all and I'm going to need my facilitators to pass on this amazing information. So super excited to see you all. Again, spots are filling up. Sharon, congratulations. I'm excited to work with you, and I can't wait to hear all of your amazing wins and testimonials as we move through this. Love you guys so much. Make it an amazing life, warriors.